It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of our despair. Otherwise known as Twitter. It was a normal week for Twitter, and by normal I mean completely and utterly cancerous that'd make you wonder why the asteroid hasn't hit the Earth yet and wiped us all off the face of the planet. James Corden was doing his thing in LA by terrorizing just normal commuters trying to get to their godforsaken job by pulling out the cast of the new Cinderella movie. And I can say that I'm a minority. I was about to say a mouse.
Oh, a mouse. A mouse.
Because he's dressed like a mouse. And what is this? If I lived in LA, I would lose my shit. For God's sakes, this. Bacon is becoming outlawed in LA. You can't have a high-powered computer. And James Corden is dressed like a mouse humping the air next to your driver's door. It's enough to make you go stir-fry crazy. How this person in the car didn't knock the door open and beat him within an inch of his life is beyond me. But then again, I am a future felon. Here's your first look at Cowboy Bebop, starring John Cho as Spike Spiegel. Mustafa Shakir, what type of name is that? Mustafa Shakir. Who would name their child after the damn Lion King character? Mustafa Shakir is Jet Black, and Daniella Kicking is Faye Valentine. First off, most people looked at this as what we'd all expect from a Netflix adaptation, the absolute bare minimum. The Spike Spiegel outfit's the only one that doesn't look like a complete and utter atrocious mess. Everybody else doesn't look like their goddamn counterpart. I don't know how hard it is to figure out costume design, but it must be just incredibly impossible in this day and age. Before someone out there goes, you don't know anything about costume design. I, for a long time, was paid copious amounts of money to work on movie props and replicas.
Well, you could suck my dick and take all day.
This is beyond pathetic. Jet Black's arm armor is literally like that foam stuff cosplayers use to make armor. And you could tell because of how crappy it looks, the way it folds, but it does hold silver colors well. I'm pretty sure they watched the YouTube tutorial. And the fact that the accents in the tricep and bicep are literally just burned into the foam. It looks like trash and not real metal. I'm guessing this is for a stunt scene, but let's face it, it still looks like trash when they're walking. Good Lord. But the real ire came from Faye Valentine. In all honesty, I looked at Faye and thought to myself, well, this is to be expected. That's literally just all I had to say. This pretty much goes in line with what I thought would happen. Or Faye's outfit would be completely and utterly revamped and changed to be less revealing, obviously, because that's how things roll. Remember, sexually attractive women in video games, movies, and comics, problematic. Please support your local OnlyFans girls. They're struggling right now.
Boy, there's one thing millennials love more than canceling the patriarchy. It's women having sex for money.
What drew the ire was Faye's costume. It is to be what you'd expect from Netflix, a absolute, complete, and utter departure from what it was originally intended to be. Sure, you could take creative liberties, but for the love of God, at least make it look somewhat like what it's supposed to. The media immediately whipped into a frenzy to do what they always do. The second anyone critiques some sort of movie or adaptation, especially when characters have been obviously changed, media then tries to make it sound like everyone is an incel and they hate women and they're misogynist and they're sexist and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, if you're going to buy an intellectual property, most people want to see that intellectual property. They don't want to see what you would do with it by taking it and then trying to change it into something else. That kind of defeats the purpose of buying an intellectual property. If you're so hell-bent on making your own story, why not just make your own story? But then that would be too risky. And they also know that they have no talent. Of course, Cowboy Bebop is already inciting horny male outrage, and it hasn't even premiered yet. The men of the genre fandoms don't want their scantily clad female characters messed with. So what else is new? I also think Jet Black was in poor taste. You literally took a character who's named Jet Black and you made him black. Surprise, surprise. Men on the World Wide Web have mobilized again No, not over the rapidly worsening climate catastrophe. Oh yeah, because we could do something about that, right? Let me go yell at some clouds. Stagnant wages. Well, what are you doing to stop Jeff Bezos, huh? You, Kyle. The broken healthcare system. Well, what? What? I'll put out some tweets, Kyle. We'll have this figured out in no time. I'll get Nerdrotic on it. Or endemic rape culture? What the is that? But rather over a real issue, the female bounty hunter. No, our issue is with the entire thing. It looks like shit. So this is typical journalism. You pepper in a whole bunch of world issues that are outside of everyone's control. And then you just try and make the people who are complaining about the outfit seem like assholes. Well, Kyle, I guess you're going to have to talk about Japan too, because apparently they don't dig what they're seeing either. Go figure. Who'da thunk?
I think it's time to blow this scene.
Right after that, I assumed it was kind of over, right? Netflix shows off another adaptation that will probably suck and not stay true to the original source material. Move on, it's another day, right? Wrong. Then Daniella, out of nowhere, just puts out a video and does the ultimate rookie move for an actress or an actor in general. You never deride the fans and start crap with them.
Never go full retard.
It was first spoken about by Bounding into Comics, which then it just went completely and utterly viral. Everybody picked up on it.
Hey guys, so as you know, our Cowboy Bebop first look dropped today, which was so exciting. And I just wanted to address a couple of things that sort of keep coming up in the comments amongst fans. First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot double D.
I don't think Faye's 6 feet tall. Dude, Faye's 5'5". What's this chick's problem? I'm pretty sure she's 5'5". Basically, Netflix shows off their horrible rendition of Cowboy Bebop that goes in line with what we come to expect from Netflix live-action adaptations of animes. Why do you even bother messing with something beloved? For God's sakes, leave stuff alone if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know how to be an electrician, you're not gonna jam a fork into the goddamn wall thinking it's gonna solve your light bulb issue, are you? But for some reason, Netflix doesn't even bother with the fork. They whip out their dick, spray it down with water, and start the plugging. Well, anyway, this broad, instead of using her brain and just letting it ride, honey, the real issue people had with it was the goddamn outfit didn't look right. That's all. You don't look like a femme fatale. You look like a normal chick who's got really bad fashion sense, actually. And it's not your fault. Someone dressed you like this. And instead of her just, you know, whatever, she decides to come out and start and then immediately deletes this because she probably didn't expect anyone to come for her, really. I don't know what she's thinking.
Size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her. It's kind of weird.
I put money on if they actually looked for a chick that looked like Faye Valentine, they could have done it. I mean, frankly, there's countless cosplay girls that have pulled off the Faye Valentine look so well. It's like, how does Netflix not get this right? Millions of dollars. Don't know. Well, actually, you know why they didn't get it right. They didn't get it right on purpose. Why are we pretending that they don't know what they're doing? They literally looked at it and someone in HR was like, oh my God, this is toxic. So then they're like, okay, let's change the outfit around so she looks absolutely nothing like Faye Valentine. The only way you know it's Faye Valentine is because Netflix f***ing told you. This is what happens with passionate fans. Cowboy Bebop is one of the few animes that is overwhelmingly seen as one of the great pillars in anime fandom. One of the absolute greats. There's nothing you can do with it. It's so perfectly encapsulated. I can't even with you, dude. Cowboy Bebop is great. This is something you don't do.
So they just went with my short ass. I know. Am I right? You know, there was talk about like...
She's also the same height as Faye Valentine, but she doesn't know that because I don't even think she cared to look it up. I bet before she started her rant, she was like, Faye Valentine was probably 6 feet tall and had big titties. Googles, Faye's 5'5", you're 5'5", cut it out.
We put Daniella in a time machine and maybe give her different parents so she has different genetic information to sort of make her look better. It proved to be too complicated. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was I want to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. You know, we tried. But doing stunts in tissue paper, things disappear, they rip. Sometimes it just got lost. Anyway, like I was saying, that original costume, they made a couple of them, but like I said, they got sort of slurped up in my various crevices, never to be retrieved again. So we...
Oh my.
Oh yeah, people also like uncovered video of her in a skimpy outfit rolling around and dancing. So it really shot herself in the foot. We also came to find out from bounding into comics that the creator of Cowboy Bebop, Watanabe Shinichiro, had this to say. He's unsure if Netflix will listen to his feedback on the live-action adaptation. I have no choice but to pray and hope that it will turn out good. Just reading that, I already know how the rest of the article is going to play out. Basically confirming most of the fears people have for the Cowboy Bebop movie that actually enjoyed the original show and have more brain power than wokeism at their disposal. And that was that, right? That was the end of the moment of stupidity. Another Netflix show you don't care about, coming out and being just an absolute wet fart. Wrong. Finally back from his boulder collecting, Matt Jarbo weighs in and then completely makes an ass out of himself. It's clear that his biggest issue here wasn't exactly people having a problem with Faye's costume. I have a problem with the whole thing. I don't even think the show should be made. I think Jet Black was a poor decision. I think his outfit looks like absolute garbage too. Between Jet Black and Faye, it's just like, who the hell's the costume designer? Did you hire some dickbag off YouTube? Back to Mundane Matt being a f***ing fool. This dude literally killed his own career years ago in the "wait a minute, Matt, no" heard round the world.
So I want to just throw out some names. You tell me if you flag them or not. Dame Pesos.
Nope. There was a time period where people were making videos like Godwinson and Dame Pesos, and those videos did come down. I did not have anything to fucking do with that shit. I didn't do it. Hand to God. That's it. I don't fucking flag anything. And there's literally no way for me to prove I didn't do it.
There is a way you can show your reporting history on YouTube. I'll link it in the chat. So if you didn't do it, they should have nothing in it, correct?
Oh, the plot thickens.
Uh-huh.
No, hold on. I'm reading the article you sent.
It's literally like 7 sentences, buddy.
Yeah, Matt, you can just click on that direct link there and it will show what your history is.
Okay, let me take a look at this here. Give me a second.
No, you're taking way too long, Matt. You're guilty as stop f***ing around. It's been like 8 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Shut the f up. Take the screenshot and show everyone now.
Actually, Matt, just screen share it to us. Just pull it up and screen share it.
Yeah, you could do that, of course.
No, because I've...
Come on, open a new tab. It's fine.
Okay, listen. I did not do what I'm being accused of doing here.
But you did something else here. And wait, but you did something else you don't want to get caught for.
Let me preface this by saying...
Go ahead.
...that I can get angry.
Oh, let's just see it. Pop the cherry, big boy. Yeah. Put it in.
All right, here we go. Screen share's live. Let's see it.
All right, hold on. My pants are off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have...
Is that
that one, I have been in a not the best place mentally. And...
Now, wait a minute, Matt! No!
He fucking lied to us. He lied to us.
Dude, what?
Face. He lied straight to our face.
For an hour.
But if you saw...
Don't run me, motherfucker. Done. Guilty.
I was right. I was right. Mundane Matt is a false flagger. It's proven 100%. He false flagged all of my videos. Loaded that video at night, and the next morning, bam, strike. And then another one and another one. 3 of my videos went down. I thought it was all over. I thought Mundane Matt had won. But then I submitted an appeal, and I told YouTube, Mundane Matt Jarbo is false flagging me again. He false flagged a massive amount of my videos last year, and he's doing it again. And guess what? It worked. Last time they told me to go f myself, but this time justice prevailed. I won, motherfucker. Yes.
Matt Jarbo weighs in and then proceeds to make himself even less relevant and less liked. If you thought it was impossible, that's what makes the 2020s great, baby. It can always get worse. How am I wrong? That it's physically impossible for an actress to look and dress exactly like Faye and still perform a lot of stunt work. I highly doubt Daniella's performing stunt work. I don't think she's actually jumping through a glass window, rolling, and doing all this other stuff. Cut it out, Matt, and she should cut it out too if she's perpetuating that. It doesn't make sense in a physical medium, but for some reason, weebs are really hard up to ignore reality, almost as if it's manufactured. Okay. See, Matt's problem isn't really this. It's the fact that he doesn't matter anymore, and people he thinks shouldn't be as popular as they are popular. The grift movement is what I like to call the new thing people on the left are trying to use to discredit anyone using common sense against cultural issues or entertainment issues. This is to paint them as some sort of villain that has a nefarious plan to get rich off of hate. He then fired back with this. Yes, professional wrestlers wear sports bras. Faye Valentine has huge ass tits and like no bra. Well, I'm pretty sure she could wear a bra in the show or a sports bra. I don't know. On top of that, she has no tits anyway. So why are we talking about Faye Valentine's tits? Whatever. This argument makes no sense when you approach it from how the character was drawn in the first place. But hey, keep moving goalposts because it's your cope. He's coming for grummz, bro. Like, grummz used to be like one of the original dudes at Blizzard. For years, he spoke out about all the issues and problems for Blizzard that were inside of it, and he was recently vindicated with all the madness that just unfolded. How the hell is Matt Jarbo? Like, he's like swinging above his weight class right now. He is trying like hell to drum up some sort of, drama to get people thinking about him. That's literally what this is about. See, I hate to break it to you, but the chick on the right could not do a lot of physical stunts in that outfit. Well, if the chick on the right was playing Faye, I'm pretty sure they would have a stunt girl for her. Wow, standing still for a picture is totally the same thing as performing stunts in the same costume. You're smart. You should write books. This dude's getting ratioed in his own tweets, and that's a damn shame. A normal-minded person on Twitter getting bodied in their own tweets would be like, okay, it's time to step back and leave Twitter for today. Not the Jarbster. Oh, look, the NPC is right on script. You can almost set your clock by it. He then quotes Nerdrotic and calls Nerdrotic an NPC. Like, listen. I'm trying to be like non-biased here, but Mundane Matt, what a what a chooch. Like, what a Mensa Fanook. Like, for real. Nerdrotic, bro. He was banging vodka in 1983 in high school. Nerdrotic lived a rock and roll lifestyle from day one before his balls dropped. The dude has felonies. Nerdrotic did more living in like 2 years than Matt Jarbo's done in his entire life. And Mundane Matt is calling Nerdrotic an NPC, bro. My mind is blown. It's blown. Oh my God, Matt. Really, dude. Like, come on, bro. You know what Nerdrotic's never going to be in trouble for? Copyright claiming people and trying to get their videos taken down. Remember damn Pesos? Mundane Matt, you deserved everything Pesos put you through at this point. You deserved it. Everything Pesos said about you was on the money. Guys who never get laid are the ones getting uppity over anime titties. For fuck's sakes, guys, just go jerk off and be done with it. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, because you're a real hound there, Jarbo. There we go. The wizard has spoken. If you thought the costume looked stupid, you were obviously not getting laid. You're a loser. Go jerk off to porn. The daddy cool has set you straight. Basically, what he's doing is he's trying to drum up like a beef with a bigger YouTuber, I think, to get more people to pay his attention. Because I don't know if you've seen his channel, but it looks like it's suffering from COVID and it's losing right now. We need to talk about the grift that keeps on grifting and why those who sell you on Witch Hunt of Hollywood are just selling McCarthyism 2.0.
You know, guys, as the rest of the world deals with the proliferation of fake news, usually spread through groups like QAnon, us here in the entertainment space...
You gotta love how he immediately puts himself in the entertainment space. When was the last time this man had an opinion you gave a quarter about? I don't even sit there and go, I'm in the entertainment space. I know I'm a nut online. And what I say ultimately doesn't matter. It just gives a few people giggle.
Generally have to deal with the same thing. People like the Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, Doomcock are people.
Okay. Quartering. We already know Matt, Mundane Matt, don't like him. Doomcock, yeah, the guy who gets information from the inside. The dude who told us what was going to happen in the Star Wars movies, and then it happened. You know, Disney was like, oh yeah, those are lies. It's all peripherally. Then it came out and it was true. What are you talking about? He's proliferating fake. What are you talking about? Bro.
Who proliferate fake news constantly. Everything is a woke agenda. Everything is communist. They put together this.
He's probably pissed Geeks and Gamers gets to hang out with this hot chick with that black hair. I don't even know what the fuck her name is. I'm about to join Geeks and Gamers to have her around.
This idea that everything coming out of the entertainment industry is bad and they are the ones who are going to stand up to the bully. They see themselves as being something like Edward R. Murrow, a journalist made famous for his.
Basically what Mundane Matt is now trying to do with TikTok is he's praying to God he pops off there. Because this is this usual nonsensical TikTok video where people try and tell you something within a minute and seem like they know what they're talking about, but you can't give a thesis or a dissertation on shit in one minute. Oh, I hope that's a hot chick. And it is.
Fake news constantly. Everything is a woke agenda.
Oh, wait, there's no woke agenda? What are you talking about, Matt? How many characters have you seen that have been changed to like black or something for no reason? We have Black Superman. I'm not asking for that. I don't want it. They're now working on Black Batman. How's that supposed? I'm supposed to feel special now? Oh, Batman Black. They took Aunt Jemima off the syrup. My mother is still reeling over that. She's like, they don't let us have nothing. Now we lost Aunt Jemima. I'm like, I'm sorry, Ma. Oh my God, no wokeism. Judge your damn mind.
Everything is communist. They put together this idea that everything coming out of the entertainment industry is bad and they are the ones who are going to stand up to the bully. They see
stand up to the bully, like, bro, how many of us have been like just deranked, blacklisted, removed from recommended simply for having an opinion that doesn't toe the narrative? What is this?
Themselves as being something like Edward R. Murrow, a journalist made famous for his standing up to Joseph McCarthy. And if you don't know who McCarthy is, look him up, but you probably have heard the term McCarthyism, which generally refers to reckless and unsubstantiated allegations and accusations and public attacks on character.
I love how like he edited it and then you could see him looking at his script, but he forgot to edit that and reshoot it again. So this obviously isn't off the top of his head.
So if you think about it for a second, all the people that are out there grifting on your anger, they're telling you Hollywood is evil through unsubstantiated allegations and how everything is woke. It almost.
Oh my God, Matt. Everything is woke. A lot of things have become very woke. Let's be real here. That's why they're gaining popularity. Do you know why people watch Nerdrotic and the rest? Even my jackass? Because we're not towing the line and pushing the narrative. It's people literally being people, which is something just sorely missing from YouTube. Content creation isn't like YouTube isn't about crazy people anymore. Back in the day, you had Filthy Frank, you had the Tourette's guy, you had Squeezy Jibs, you had edgy, funny humor. Now what do you got? You got people trying to be influencers now that are already just homogenizing themselves before they even have a following. There's nothing sadder than seeing a motherfucker with no following pretending like they're popular. Hey, you guys, did you see my last video? Click the link in the description. Smiley faces and winks. Get out of here. Nobody knows who you are.
Feels like they're engaging in a witch hunt, the same kind of witch hunt that McCarthy was known for, which means that Edward R. Murrow, they aren't. And McCarthy, well, I'll let you connect the dots.
God, Mundane Matt sucks. No wonder he's toast. The Quartering rolls in and karate chops Mundane Matt in the throat like Ric Flair. It says ratioed by a boulder, and literally he was. Do you know how much you have to suck to have your own tweet get 85 likes? And the Quartering says ratio by a boulder. The most innocuous reference that most people wouldn't know unless they kept up with your damn shenanigans. And it has 1K likes. You need to listen to Kenny Rogers. Know when to fold them, Matt. It's over. Matt, they changed the Midnight Suns to the Midnight Suns. Stop acting like nothing is happening. let's do a funny tweet exchange between D-Day Cobra and Matt. D-Day Cobra writes, after quoting the quartering, "Whenever I have a bad day, I just tell myself I'm not Matt Jarbo. Then I feel significantly better. Try it. You're such a poser. You whine about SJWs and cancel culture all day, but you back down from an actual convo with a person who can debate you. What happened to the I'll talk to anyone? You're just afraid, Jeremy. Hiding in that pool house." He's a pool house? God damn it. How come I don't have one?
Matt, I liked your video. I think you had a legit criticism of Jeremy. If he wants to come on, I'll talk to him.
The way I view it is that I was polite and I was fair.
Yeah,
that's how I view that video.
It wasn't hating.
If I wanted to attack him, if I wanted to do that, I would have done it. That wasn't my goal. That wasn't my intent.
This is not kill stream. I don't have kill streams on my channel.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you'd make a lot more money if you did. But just say that's
wow. Jeremy is in my backstage. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta run. My phone's almost dead anyway, so I'll talk to you guys all later.
All right.
The real thing snatched. My phone's almost dead too, and I'm here.
All right. Okay, Jeremy, I'll be fair. I call you out all the time. Here you are. I wasn't planning to have you on. I do want this. Hey,